Taurus, to your mid-month reading for January. Hope you guys are doing great out there. This is for the 11th through the 18th. Okay, we have that new moon going on tonight, so you guys might have been feeling a little weary, a little run down, a little more tired than normal. But that's okay. That's just from that new moon as it's trying to reorganize us so we can look at things from a different perspective. So you might even feel like your observation is a little better than normal, and your perception might be a little better as well. So let's see what's going on with you, Taurus. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome all new subscribers as well. Okay, let's see what is going on from the 11th through the 18th. On the 20th, the shadow of the retrograde will be complete, so that we don't have to worry about that anymore, guys, okay? So that retrograde will be done and over with. So let's see what's going on over here. This message coming out for the beautiful Taurus. Knight of Cups coming out. So you might even be feeling a little more creative and a little more imaginative at this time as you're embracing something new coming in. With the Emperor over here. So feeling like you're in boss mode. You might be reorganizing things and feeling like, you know what, I need to embrace new change, reflecting on things. As we have the Strength card also coming out. Wow, with the Ace of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. Come on, guys. You might even have this Knight in Shining Armor coming toward you if it's a love situation, or you might be waiting for this person, a real charmer, the Queen of Wands. It's not the first time we've seen the Queen of Wands with the Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So it could be a water sign or a fire sign coming towards you. It could even be in Aries, which is still fire. But the only reason I'm saying that is because you do have the Emperor, you do have a Leo card, 2 Leo cards. Could be a Capricorn or maybe a Scorpio, Pisces, or even a Cancer because of that Queen at the bottom. Knight of Cups, there it is, guys. So putting these all in a row over here, the Knight of Cups says just that. I do feel like you are going to be into some kind of deep reflection, though, when it comes to this situation. And I see a lot of courage, but I see a lot of creativity because of the Queen and the Knight of Cups. Having the Strength card comes out over here is talking about that passion and wanting to, right, have that inner strength, being in the focus of the now, right? And infinity, having that infinity is like limitless possibilities coming to your mind, especially when it comes to that creativity. Your mood might feel a lot cooler. You might even feel a little more detached from things that were, you know, giving you hopeless situations or just stressing you out, right? So finding a lot of comfort, and maybe even comfort through your imagination, through your fantasies, through the things that you want to manifest, things that you really want. Right? So that's always nice, but keeping yourself very stable and keeping yourself grounded as much as possible. And this new moon is in Capricorn is definitely about grounding ourselves, right? So we're going to feel really right at home. But like I said, you might feel a little restless and a little tired, a little low energy, just enough to keep yourself comfortable though as well, because of that new moon. But we do have the Ace of Pentacles, the abundance coming in. It's time to manifest. Ooh. We're in this the 111 portal right now. So you know all about that. It's talking about the new beginnings. That new moon wants to push those new beginnings out at us. Just like that 1, 2, 3 portal that we just went through. So a lot of chances, right, to get our manifestations out there, to ground ourselves for 2024 and really get our career going, having our financial opportunities coming in, seeing those prosperities, having these new ways and these new doors opening. In fact, I think we just talked about new doors opening in that reading, in that chakra reading, really pushing that out there, finding the key, knowing you're the key. That's what it was about. Okay. I heard it in my head. I was like, the key, you're the key. Having that zest for life and having the joy and determination, really feeling that there's a lot of Leo energy going on over here, a lot of zest for life, a lot of fire. If you guys are fire rising or have a lot of fire in your chart, you're going to be on fire. Okay, so Having also this 10 of Pentacles coming in. So it's saying, I'm talking about my wealth. I want that family. I want that wealth, that health, that stability, really making those contributions towards your love, wealth, health, right? Powerful 3 within yourself. Having this understanding of what it is I'm going to attain in 2024, right? I want to attain these things, embracing for these things. You might even be considering something a little weird, a little unusual, a little out there, but that's okay, because that could just be your reimagining your things and reorganizing things, especially as you're sitting over here in emperor mode, using those fantasies. Good. Get those out there and start that scripting too. Start writing that stuff out, no matter how weird it is. Who cares, right? If it works, it works. If it doesn't, you can always go back and reimagine it and go and reorganize it again. So coming out underneath that is the Knight of Pentacles, the slowest card in the deck, pretty much. Hard work and productivity, but that's okay. Slow and steady wins the race. We as Taurus understand this, even though we might have other placements in you, like if you have Leo, like I do. My Leo rising makes me a little impatient. So if there's something I really, really want that I'm really pushing for, my impatience can go crazy. And, then we start getting a little wishy-washy. But otherwise, we know no matter what, that if you want growth, it takes hard work. It takes achievement. It takes time. Time is always an essence. But like I said, if you have something, that pushes you fast, then you might feel a little impatient, right? Which is fine. That's fine though, because no matter what, your Taurus will come out and say it's going to be okay. I'm holding the Pentacle. Universe wants to give you the Pentacle. You're going to manifest that Pentacle so that you can get that Pentacle. It's really slow, but it's going to end up the 10 of Pentacles. Whoa, hello. So you could just say, you know what, with the Knight of Cups, maybe you're offering it to yourself. You could have somebody else offering you a job. Maybe it's something slow that's coming in. Take it how it resonates. Maybe it's 2 in 1, right? Could be a romantic, proposal. It could be a job offering. Or like I said, a lot of you, it's just you offering yourself the opportunity to say, this is what I want. And this is where I'm going to be extra strong this year, right? It's like last year. Yeah, we started out really strong. We got a few things here and there. But I just feel like for a lot of us, it just didn't pan out exactly the way that we wanted it to be. Little things came in. But I think that, you know what, it's time to reiterate these things, reimagine these things, really get in there and really get some observation and say, you know what, it's time. It's time. You know what? I'm going to do this and detach from the outcome, right? That way I know that it's coming and I can focus on other things. Using that imagination, using that intuition, knowing where I'm going, knowing that it's okay. There could be a little fear and anxiety going on, right? You could even be having a little bit of premonition dreams, some of you, with their heightened sense of understanding what's going on. You might be having dreams of what it is that I want, waiting for them to come into fruition, knowing that they're coming because my dreams say so. But feeling emotionally balanced and compassionate over here, you're going to feel very diplomatic between the 11th and the 18th. You're not going to let anything slide by. If it isn't the truth and it doesn't make any sense, then you know what? You better figure out what the sense means. And that's how you're going to feel towards people. Because I'm not going to go through any of your nonsense. Everything needs to stay balanced. Some of you might even have Libra rising or heavy Libra in the chart. But I'm just telling you right now, this is about control and balance. Everything's going to have a cause and an effect. You're going to have to say, this is justified. This is what I want. This is where the truth is. This is where my clarity is. And if I don't feel like it's equal pay, equal give and take, then we're going to do something about it. Because you're not going to allow these things. Remember, this is the new moon in Capricorn. It's going to open up a new, fresh shift for you, right? It's going to, like I said, heighten your observation and perception of the things that are going on in your life that you're saying, I'm not going to take that. I'm standing my ground. Because I understand what I have. Your inner secrets and inner dialogues that you're keeping yourself busy with on what it is you're maintaining and trying to push out there is you're not going to allow anybody else to stand in the way. Ooh, getting Taurian. But that's because of this Capricorn energy that's really strong and very stable as well. This is where you're going to find that respect and make sure that people are respecting your space, your stability, your leadership, your rules, right? And this is how you're going to stay in a protective zone with a bubble of control. And I know it actually sounds over controlling, but we're Taurus. And I know it sounds like, oh my God, no, what it is, it's us taking the reins. We're not going to allow people to jump into our pasture and then tell us how to do things. I think that we did that too much last year. I think we need to allow ourselves to have the freedom to say, this is where I'm going and this is how I'm going to do this, because otherwise, how do I hold the key if you're holding the key all the time? Or you're telling me I can't do this or I can't do that. You have to think about these things, and these are the things you're really going to be looking on. But like I said, you're going to be very diplomatic and very supportive about the situation, but it also comes to, it's about tolerance and what I'm tolerating. Ooh. And, you know, it's called either get out of the way or the bull will run you over. Because you know what? I don't want your red flags anymore, because every time you throw what happens when you throw a red flag at a bull? It charges. Why are you making me charge? I don't want to charge like that. That's not the way I wanted to charge. And that's not the way I wanted to have to be in charge either. But I think in this case, there's something going on over here, Taurus, where it feels like we allowed too much and we need to stay on the ground. Stay on the ground. But there is going to be, exactly. We're going to let those things down, but I think that it was exactly it. There was a lot of pause and surrender, but now you're going to have a pause and surrender for a different reason. Thank you, Spirit, because that made actual sense. Because I was like, how is that going to be? That's exactly what it was. People made us pause and surrender for their needs or their wants or this or that, or trying to tolerate things that don't need to be there. And now it's saying you don't need to do that. You're going to pause and surrender for the enlightenment. You're pausing and surrender for your son, for your blessings. I think the thing is that we lost a lot of blessings in some ways because we were tolerating too much, allowing people to step on us, or not being in control, or allowing us to not feel the zest and determination of life because there's too many other things going on. So really what it is, it's like this month in the new year, it's almost like Spirit is saying, okay, well, look, we're going to do it this way. You're going to ground yourself in a different way, Taurus. There's going to be a lot of setting boundaries, setting rules, things that make sense, though, because I think that last year there was a lot of injustice when it came to certain things. It was almost like, well, I'm right here where I need to be, but then you kind of stepped on my toes, or I departed, and I should have, coulda, woulda, if, could, woulda, all those things, right? And then it ended up kind of, I don't know, in the end, it just kind of felt like you get stepped on, and then it was kind of ass backwards in the end. It was like, that wasn't exactly how that all went. So it's kind of like now I'm on my life's path, but I'm going to have a lot of freedom and a lot more flexibility in what things I'm doing, but it's going to be for my sustainable results, not for you and you and you, right? Because this is my journey. This is the way things need to be. So things are coming underneath this Capricorn new moon saying this is where things are going to align. Look, we have the alignment with Uranus and Taurus, and it's been with us this whole time. It's just about functioning, and how are we going to use that? How are we going to use that Uranus to its abilities to sit into our, it's sitting in our constellations. How are we going to use it? How are we going to sustain forms of earnings, of incomes, and departing from this and that, and use this wisely? Because, Uranus is full of freedom. But, yeah. And there it is. Thank you. Excessive behavior and imbalance. Could have been overindulgence and other things. We might have gotten sidetracked by other things. But now it says, no, you're going to take your reign. You're going to have your judgment. You're going to have your reckoning day. You're doing your redemption. You're making your new phase, going after your inner calling, things that are going to be healthier from a different point of view, really looking at things differently for the abundance. Whoa, and if you guys are going after love, you got an emperor and an empress together. That's a heavy couple. You guys can get some shit done. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I just saying, you can get some things done with the emperor and the empress, okay? So just saying, right? It's like, woohoo! Hello! Whoa! Make your mind blow. Yeah, you're going to break a mold. You know what is really going on? That's exactly it. That's exactly it. You're breaking a mold. You're going to change your life, live in your time, and breaking the mold. You might even be feeling like you're living a little more on the edge, a little more on the risk-taking side, a little more dangerous, right? Because maybe it's standing up for something that you didn't think you were ever going to do, and you're just like, you know, maybe you're going to go after this new job, and maybe you're going to tell the emperor, who may be the boss, you know, you're like, screw you. I don't care anymore. I'm going after this other job that's awesome, right? I don't know. I see a lot of long-term success. I mean, in the middle of the reading is the Ten of Pentacles. I mean, you can't get any better than that, and you have the damn sun. So, I mean, what more do we want? And with the Justice being across from the Strength card, you got the Justice and the Ten of Pentacles and the Strength, and it's just like, this is where the injustice was, where I'm getting everything fair to get the Ten of Pentacles, but I know I have to put in extra strength, and it was kind of the extra strength that maybe I didn't want to have to put in. I didn't want to go that way. But now it's saying in this new year, you have to go this way. You have to. It's like it's encouraging you to say you have to be more adventurous. You have to take this risk. You have to trust in the universe a little more time. It's time to take charge. You have to take charge, but you're going to do it very compassionately, though, too. Because, see, no matter what, you're still going to have the King of Cups, though. So I don't think that it's going to be so much like, you know, F you, you know, I'm out of here. It's going to be a little more empathetic. Right? You're going to be cool about it. You're not going to just go and burn bridges, right? Because look, no matter what, she's still being gentle with the lion, right? There has to be a trust in the situation. So you're like trusting in the universe, trusting in all the situations, understanding there's infinite possibilities. But to be able to open the lion's mouth, she has to have that trust. But I think that, you know what, this is more Taurus than anything. This isn't, I don't even believe it's a person. I think it's yourself. Trusting yourself to be able to open the lion's mouth. It's not so much the lion waiting for, you know what I mean, being at your call. It's whether or not you trust yourself to be able to take that type of a risk, take that kind of a jump. Because it's not easy. And Taurus doesn't like change. Unless you have something really in you, Taurus, that, you know, something mutable, you know, like Pisces or something. It's a mutable sign, you're not really wanting to change, okay? Taurus don't like change. Unless, you know, like I said, unless you have a mutable sign in between, you know, inside your chart that wants to change, then that's different. If we're fixed signs, and me being Taurus, Leo, I have a horrible time because they're both fixed signs. It's like, ugh, right? But you see the point that I'm making, you guys? The point is that the strength is actually your own inner strength. But it's the universe. It's you trusting that universe and saying, I hope the universe doesn't cut my arm off doing so. But it won't. It all starts within us, though, to have to change that behavior, to want to break the mold. And that's why it's going to feel like, maybe some people are going to say, wow, Taurus, you know, you're kind of a control freak right now, or geez, you think you're the control master. And it's like, but you don't get it. If I don't, then I don't win. Right? But that's why the King of Cups is going to be very important, though. Very important to come in so that way we can be smooth. We still need to be smooth. We still need to be sensitive. Don't allow your reins to be so over, you know what I mean? Be over active. You see what I'm saying? Allow a little bit of rein to the rein, I guess you could say. A little slack to the rein. So that way you can still move the horse without, you know, choking him. You know, can't really choke a horse, but you know the point I'm saying. But the thing that I'm saying is it's going to have a little leeway, because that's where the balance, that's where the balance is coming in. That's where that King of Cups is going to come in with that compassion. So, and it does look like in the 11th, and so you're going to be, and it might almost feel like for some people that Taurus is a little intolerable. And that's just because you have this passion and this zest for life, because you know what it is that you want. And I think that the only one that's really going to, like, if you have this Knight of Cups who's coming in as this daring, beautiful romantic person coming in, you're going to hold those tight, those reins tight. Don't touch what's mine because I'm making this work. Don't touch what's mine. This is mine. But just be careful. Make sure that there's, you know, a little slack. One thing that's beautiful about Taurus is because we are the Empress. This is for cross watchers really fast. If you're the Knight of Cups that's coming in and you feel like they're a little controlling, relax, because they'll come back, right? Because no matter what, they're nurturing. They love to love. You know, it just means that they have something that they feel they need. They have to have. They work too hard for it. You know? What's mine, and you know, it's going to be kind of like that. What's mine is mine. And the good thing that we do love about this reading is there's no devil. So there's no obsession. There's no lust. It's just all pure love, all pure zest, all pure determination. We don't get the devil card very often. But that's where the King of Cups will come, because I think as soon as you realize what the King of Cups is, if it's love, you're going to realize that they're there to offer you that Ace of Pentacles, that they're there to be your emperor while you're the Empress, even though you're in emperor mode. Right? And it's just going to work because you have the Sun. And I just, you know what, it's going to be, you know, just beautiful. Just, yes, the communication will be beautiful. I see some beautiful, there's going to be, you know, some movement choices and decisions that have to be made. And I think that, you know, that's just where everything is going. Taurus is just so tired of emotional loss, just so tired of losing out on the game, that we just feel like we have to be in control at this time. We just have to, you know, take those reins and really stand up for what we're passionate about. Getting in there, really showing that lust for life, that love for life, that passion. I don't really worry about the Knight of Cups. Because even if you're in boss mode, I wouldn't worry about that at all. Even if they do see that you're like go-getting and they don't have nothing to worry about. They have nothing to worry about. The only thing they should worry about is how much love could they actually handle from one person. Right? Can you actually handle that much love and nurturing? Some can't, can they? They don't know what to do with it. I don't know what to do with it. Well, then I guess you're not made for me. Crown chakra and being in the knowing with your intuition is off the hook and off the chart. Having a crown chakra coming out with the intuition means you know your intuition. You know it, you speak it, you can see it, and you know you're in the knowing. Accelerated motions, beautiful messages coming in with the chakra, with the throat chakra coming in. You know that you're on your way to success. You know that you're wishing upon that star and that things are happening fast, Taurus. And you know what? Things are going to happen fast. And I think for a lot of you, you've noticed it already, because I actually have noticed it too. Have you guys noticed how all of a sudden I jumped in our channel? I'm not even going to call it my channel because it's our channel. Do you have noticed how much I've jumped in our channel? I mean, guys, I'm at like 9,000 views now. Jumped so fast. The accelerated motion coming in, and I just know you guys are feeling it too. I just know you're feeling it as well. Just jumping for our fulfillment of wishes. We're finally going to do it, you guys. I do believe this year we're finally going to get that 9 of Cups. We're finally going to get that 10 of Cups. What we've been talking about all year last year. And this is, yes, thank you, Spirit. Man, I'm going to start crying. Because it's justified. It's the truth. It's the same. Yeah, I made like 1,000 views, guys, on that Aquarius reading. I'm just going to tell you guys that right now. I was flabbergasted. I just kept watching it go up. I just couldn't. It was like a freaking miracle. And I can, I think all of you all the time. Anyways, that new moon wants to make me emotional. So we're not going to go there, right? Okay, guys. But man, I feel so blessed from all of you, and I love you guys so much. But yeah, we're moving. We're moving places, guys. We're moving. Guys, pay attention, okay? Keep manifesting, because finally, after all the time I've manifested, it's finally happened. Okay? So rapid movement, prosperity begins. 2 of Cups, get that love. Get those beginnings. I say, step into that new world. You got that Fool. Miracles are on the way, guys. Miracles are on the way. You got the Ace of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Two of Cups. You can't get any better than that. And you got the Sun. Don't forget that Sun. Please don't forget the Sun. Miracles and blessings at you. Okay, guys, let's grab an animal card and see what's going on. I gotta go. You're making my eyes, what my kids used to always say, you're making my eyes drip. My eyes are like faucets. Okay, anyways, come on, Spirit, let's go. I'm gonna tell my bull gang what's going on. Look at, see, and you can't make this stuff up. In for the prepare for change. Guys, prepare for the change. Do it. You guys are a part of the beehive. You know it. Spread your heart healing with joy. Owl, listen to your messages of your angels. Keep your intuition open. Stay balanced in your essence with the panda. And last one, be patient and focused. We can't say enough about that patience. Yep, because you are the butterfly. Look at, you got the raven and the butterfly. That's, and you know what? I claim this reading for myself. I claim it for you all. And blessed be to every one of you. And you know what? I know that the transformation is coming. I know the transformation is on its way. Pluto is going into Aquarius. So you know what? There's going to be some major transformations going on. And it said it's going on till 2043. Man, I should probably do a reading on that. That is from the 20th, guys. That's going to be on the 20th. And that's going to be for the whole collective of the whole earth. So maybe we should do one on that one too. Especially having two huge transformation cards. That kind of says something. Transforming into a beautiful butterfly. I know a lot of you also do the Phoenix effect one, as I did. And I know that, you know what, no matter what, guys, you are the sun. And it doesn't mean you have to be a Leo. You are a blessing. And you know what, remember that and keep that positivity going. And until next time, my friends, peace and love until the next video. Bye-bye.